Welcome back to the Howard Keating Show. I'm Howard Keating, and we're at the XM event in Washington, D.C. We're having a great time. We're meeting marvelous people here. This XM Bank is really going to the wall to help small business. We got to get the banks more engaged, and that's what we're here to help. But here we have Jack Collins. And Jack, your title and your company name?
I work for Wallquest in Wayne, Pennsylvania. I'm the vice president there. I handle a lot of our legal, finance, and banking relationships.
Oh, do you really?
Yes.
Are you an attorney?
No, I'm not.
He's an okay guy. I want to let you know, no attorneys here.
No attorney.
But, you know, this is good to have you here. And you got some great news coming on later on this morning, right?
Yes, yeah. We were nominated as, actually we won the Small Business Exporter of the Year award. We're a wallpaper manufacturer with 4 factories. Actually, the 4th one's under construction right now. And we're very honored to get the award. And we've got great help from the XM Bank and as well as our bank, PNC Bank. So
here is announced ahead of time right here on Keating Network. Eat your heart out, Katie Couric. We got the scoop, didn't we, guys? This is fun, though. And you know something? You guys should be on the cover of Newsweek and Time. You guys are making the difference out there.
Thank you.
You're really showing, you're taking a leadership position and helping all small businesses understand how to go global by watching you succeed.
And the help we've gotten from the XM Bank and with PNC, they've made it possible for us to go after those opportunities overseas with making it as easy to finance your export sales as it is to do your domestic sales. You need a good banking relationship. You need to know your markets. You need to understand who you're selling to and what it takes to compete in each one of these markets. And this is something that the XM Bank has kind of helped us with.
When did you start with XM Bank?
We started, I think it was about 4 years ago, and it was a product that the Working Capital Program and the credit insurance guarantees that the PNC brought to our attention, and they've kind of helped us integrate that into our financing plan. And as I said, it has been an important part of our growth. Our international growth would not be possible without that.
How big of a company were you before you went to XM?
We were at about 80 people, and we're now at a little over 150.
See, this is a way to grow your business.
No, it was a fantastic opportunity, and we still had to do lots of work on our side to make sure that the product was just right for those markets and right for our domestic market. But the XM and PNC took the big concerns out of doing the financing for those. A lot of commercial credit insurance companies don't want to underwrite coverage in some riskier places, but XM is willing to take those risks, and they've been rewarded for it. We haven't needed to rely on any of those guarantees, but because those guarantees are there, it makes it so much easier to finance your business.
Absolutely, because now you're walking in with 95% of your invoice being guaranteed.
Right.
And that's what a tool.
In addition to that, they're financing the inventory for you as well and providing guarantees. Now, the financing actually comes through PNC, and all the U.S. government is offering is guarantees in case something goes wrong. We haven't had anything go wrong, so it's been a win for the taxpayers, and it's been a big win for us, for our employees, for our customers, and also for many of our suppliers who, while they're only selling domestically, they're getting the additional sales through us. So there are people in Nashua, New Hampshire from our paper supplier, Potsdam, New York, Patterson, New Jersey. R&R Sample Company does all of our sample books for us. And these are important factors in our growth. And they're not exporting themselves, but these jobs are pouring into them because of that.
You see, this is the key. This is the opportunity. And now you've grown in that very short period of time since you've been with XM Bank to higher profitability, but also a bigger impact. Your market has increased.
Yes.
And how many countries are you engaged in right now?
We are selling to a little over 50 countries right now. Some of our distributors in those countries are also exporting to others. So we cover most of the globe. We probably are not so well in sub-Saharan Africa, but just about everywhere else we're doing pretty well.
Well, let's get an idea of your product line. We should probably open with this, okay? But let's go back and talk about your core business.
We are a higher end wall covering manufacturer. We do what would be stuff that you would buy from an interior designer or from a higher-end furnishing shop. It's not the type of product that you would see in Home Depot or Lowe's. It's not a value product. This is more of a luxury good item, and that's one of our selling points, both domestically and overseas.
And this is a key thing, ladies and gentlemen, because here is something that you probably didn't expect. They're doing high-end products, but this is not manufacturing. This is not building bridges. This is something that is XM Bank has reached out and they'll help anybody to speak of, help them grow their businesses.
Exactly.
All you got to do is have that willingness to do it. So the challenge is, we got a lot of clients, they call up and they say, we're going global. And I said, how'd you do that? And they said, somebody called from a different country on our website. And they accidentally got into the business.
Yes, we've had some sales leads come from just our website, and somebody will send a message, and then maybe a couple weeks later, a couple months later, they are a customer buying substantial shipments of wallpaper and taking it to Asia, to the former Soviet Union, to Western Europe, and all over Asia. It's fantastic.
So you got distributors, am I correct?
Yes.
In different areas?
Yes. Yeah, we do not distribute locally. We leave it to the people who understand the local market. We let
in
them
those
work.
countries?
Yes. In each country, our product is sold in a different way. Here we have we have interior designers, we have wallpaper shops, we have furnishing shops, and those are the places that you would typically find our product. Whereas in some of the Asian countries, they don't sell it that way. It's more installed when the apartment is initially built, and that's the way you will get it. Is a freshly decorated apartment. The construction company has picked out what you're going to get, and you get it.
Here's an example of what we've been talking about. If you're already out there doing business, there is no reason. The way to really capture the marketplace is to get 160 different distributors in these different countries, throughout the world. There's 160 countries out there at least that are viable for products. And he went ahead and his organization to go ahead and get those distributors and have them grow the company. They know the turf better than he will ever know the turf. They know the customs, the laws, the regulations, and they got relationships in those countries.
They know the people who are buying.
And that's
That's the most important.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can keep on growing through that.
And one of the things I would recommend to people looking to get into exporting is to start with a couple countries. Don't try and do the whole world. Learn something about the market that you're going to. Pick one that you can be successful in, and learn what you need to be competitive there. Understand the people who you're selling to and the people that they're selling to, and go and understand that, and make sure you understand and know how to approach the market. You may have to just adjust things a little bit, and that will make all the difference in your success. And once your product is in that market, you can see it trickle into others. Like, for example, we've sold quite a bit into Dubai, but that has opened us up to other places in the Middle East. And the Middle East is a fantastic market for us. And it was something that 10, 15 years ago we never would have guessed, that American wallpaper would actually sell in Dubai or Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait. It's great opportunity.
That is spectacular. You've had a lot of success, and we're thrilled. And ladies and gentlemen, we're not supposed to announce it entirely, but it will be announced shortly, the winner and the most outstanding small business through XM Bank, and he's going to be getting an award here shortly for doing this international business. I think it's absolutely spectacular. Here is a way to grow. Here is an actual person, a company that took it on and grew their business. This is what we all got to do. We got to think global. And it wasn't as difficult as everybody thought it would be.
No, there's just a lot of learning that you need to do. It's a very different way of doing business. Shipping is not as easy. Getting the product there is not as easy. But once you learn it, it becomes a thrilling part of your business.
And you people in the United States, you know what a difficult time it is to learn about the automotive industry, right? And then you're wondering if you're ever going to get paid. These guys get insured by the United States government. They're going to get paid 95% of their invoice. Who is smarter? Who's doing the right thing? The key is to go global today. And I want to congratulate you on your award. That's wonderful. You're a great example for everybody to learn from. We'd love to have you back on the show. You mind if we catch up with you another time?
I would love it. I'd appreciate it, and thank you for the time. And,
are you kidding me?
Words.
Any way we can promote your company, your business line, we'd be glad to do it. And it's wonderful that you would come on and talk to the people of America, to have them understand that this is not an overwhelming effort. This is something that should be done.
I would encourage everybody to step forward and give it a shot. It is definitely worth it, and many of you will never look back.
You see, you're hearing it firsthand. This has been wonderful. Thank you very much, Jack, for being on our show. Jack Collins, and thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye now.